So, as the title of the video implies, let's look at some of the most amazing constructions made by humanity, allegedly our precursors, our grandfathers and mothers and whatnot, but then something doesn't make any sense, as this post article implies something quite obvious. The Egyptians built the pyramids, but then they forgot, and then we forgot how to make them. NASA went to the moon and with a calculator strapped to a rocket, then forgot, and then they erased all the technology. Of course, the reset is very obvious. Look at these amazing, interesting architectures and let them speak for themselves. I mean, just looking at this, we can tell already that these creations from the 17th, from the 18th century, and some of them being absolutely amazing old temples, we're looking at 1000-year-old temples, is just absolutely shocking. This one is quite funny. When the world didn't even know what was geometry, our ancients were masters of symmetry. Yeah, that's right, look at this, man. Just imagine this was built by basic farmers back in the day, yeah, who were surviving and suffering. Look at this is from India. Look at this tower. Reminds me of a jet propulsor, and these were actually spinning. That's right, guys. It just shows you that their technology and knowledge is just absolutely amazing. Look at this spiral here. Look at the detail. I mean, to make this temple, which is potentially about 800 years old or 700 years old, my guy, that is just incredible craftsmanship here. Doesn't take a genius to realize that the technology utilized here must have been laser accurate technology, pinpoint accurate technology, which doesn't make any sense unless you have advanced techniques. 3,500 steps, 13 stories and 30 meters into ground. Marvel of Chand Baori, a stepwell in the Rashtan built more than 1,000 years ago. That's right. And they ask, what have you built? Yeah, what have we built as humans? Zero Echo, the 1,000-pillar Hall of Madurai. Menkishyaman Temple has absolutely zero echo. That is just physically impossible right now, doing a building with modern technology. This is crazy, guys. Yeah? Quite crazy, isn't it? Another one, the mystery of the musical pillars in the Ambal temple in India. The pillars, which were built about 1,300 years ago, made of 48 consisting pillars in total, and each pillar is shaped out of a single rock. When tapped, these pillars produce the sound of 7 classical music notes, testimony to supremacy of ancient Vedic architecture. Yeah, I mean, just as this, like anyone, like modern architects to build this, they would look at you and be like, "Are you kidding me? Are you laughing at me? That's impossible." Well, somehow these people made it. This is 1,212 pillars met in one dot, built by legendary engineers 1,740 years ago at the Rameswaran temple again in India. Yeah, guys, quite shocking, isn't it? Let's look at this one. The Indian temple of Kailasa was carved out of a single piece of hardcore rock, removing 200,000 tons of rock in AD 760. Carvers started at the top of the original rock and excavated downwards. You can ask this, anyone, any nation in the world, ask America, and ask them to do this. They will say it's physically impossible. They will tell you it's physically impossible to do it with our current technology. But somehow these basic farmers, these people who were suffering, they were in war, they had copper and iron and pretty much that's it. They managed to carve into stone and make these perfect shapes. Obviously they had lasers, didn't they? They had so many lasers. That's just ridiculous. Forget carving, even drawing this on a paper is a big deal. That is just insane for today's generation. Now, another one. This is Buffalo, New York. This is crazy. This is one of the expos, the world expos in the early 20th century. This is just insane, guys. Absolutely amazing. Another temple from India. The quality is just astonishing. And this is from the late 19th century, one of the World Expositions, which showcases the marvels of the ancients, or better said, the previous reset civilization. And this is exactly what I'm trying to get at, and the commentary here is just spot on. These early reset people remind me of the Beverly Hillbillies. It's like our humanity took over but is so out of its league, it's comical as we pretend that's not the case. Oh man, the hell are they all doing? Okay, boss said you look busy. Yeah, so guys, that is it. That's basically it. It's heartbreaking, and they destroyed many of them just because they would raise too many uncomfortable questions. That's right. So this is what happened back in the day, and we're lucky that some of these buildings are still standing to today, which we're super lucky, but many other more recent buildings were completely destroyed because they would raise way too many questions about our past. So guys, remember, this is really important. The past as you know it is very different from what they taught you. And hopefully with this showcase, you understand that most likely you've been lied to. That's pretty much it. You've been lied to. There was obviously an interest, there was an agenda, and you're a victim. Simple as that. But the question is, are you going to stay a victim, or are you going to learn and read and understand that history as we know it has nothing to do with the history you are reading in your history books? Literally nothing. So guys, that's it for today's video. As always, I shall see you later in the next upload.